To be able to use the advanced techniques, you must control really good the basic Muay Thai techniques, or else it can do you more harm than good and you will get your ass kicked or even get knocked out. So be careful. You must control really good the basic Muay Thai techniques. When you're going to have your first fights, you won't be aware of what you're going to do in the ring. You will fight to win. You will use everything that you've got to win. That's why it's really important to control the basic Muay Thai techniques, because you will fight instinctively in the ring. That's where the saying comes from. How you train is how you're going to fight. Now, after you learn to control the basic Muay Thai techniques, then you can move on to advanced techniques, because from fight to fight, the opponents will get even tougher. So you must learn the advanced techniques too, because in the fights, they will use them and it will be harder for you to beat them if you don't use the advanced techniques. And the first technique is slips, bob and weaving, to evade from the hard punches that your opponent throw, because some fighters will have strong punches and they will throw hard punches at your head, and if you can slip punches, pull back or bob and weave from the hooks, you can make your opponent miss hard shots and you can counter him with a hard punch and even knock him down. That's why slips, the pullback and the bob and weave are good techniques that you must start using them in your fights. The second one are the jumping techniques, double jump knee, Superman punch. Those techniques are good to make a show when you're fighting, to entertain the crowd. When you're doing a Superman punch or a double jump knee to the head and you catch your opponent, the crowd goes wild and you entertain the crowd and you will become a more spectacular fighter. So it's really important to use this type of techniques when you learn how to control them. And the last ones are spinning back fist to the head, spinning kick to the body, spinning heel kick to the head. They are cool techniques and hard techniques to use in a fight, but if you catch your opponent with this type of technique, you can knock him out and win in a spectacular way. But all of these techniques, it will be hard to use in a fight if you don't practice them in your sparring sessions. You have to practice them a lot and to put them to the test, to develop the timing, the precision. It won't be easy to do it in the ring, and you must be aware you cannot do it 5 or 10 times in a fight. These techniques, you can only do it once or twice or maybe even 3 times in a fight, because your opponent will catch that you will try to use this type of techniques and he can counter you and he can knock you out with a counter. So be careful when you're practicing them, be patient with them, practice them to have a really good form and to not throw it just to be done. Practice them in the sparring session and be careful to not hurt your colleagues. And a really trick here to be able to use them more efficiently is to set them up, to distract your opponent with a punch or with a kick, and then to use the technique to surprise your opponent, to catch them by surprise. They are really hard techniques to learn, but after you put them into practice in the sparring sessions and you will get a control of them, they will be really efficient in a fight and you can win in a spectacular way. But the most important part is put them to the practice, put them to the test in the sparring sessions, and don't be afraid to use them and do your best every day, because how you train is how you're going to fight. What technique do you want to learn next? Comment down below, and the most voted one, I will do it in my next video. Until next time, stay strong, be unstoppable, champ.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law, hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night, try to catch me howling at the moon.